Hello, hello! Awkward
Hello.
Aquarians are back. It's been a while.
It has. It's been a minute.
And I know. Well, I got like the sickness, and then you've been so busy with your everything that, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. But we're back from outer
We're
space. Just turn around now. See that happy look upon your face.
back. Perfect place. Aquarians and out of space.
Uh-huh. A perfect place for an Aquarian for sure.
But today we are here to review the movie Samaritan on, is it on Prime? I think it's on Prime.
Is it Prime or
I
Netflix?
Prime or Netflix? I thought it was Prime, but the Samaritan with Sylvester Stallone, new sort of
Mhm.
like action comic book hero-ish movie that,
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about all kinds of spoilers, so if you don't want to
yeah,
be spoiled.
spoiler alert. From here on out, it's going to be pretty much nothing but spoilers. So, yeah,
Yeah.
tune
First
out.
off, let's just talk about how hot Sylvester Stallone is in this movie for no
You
reason at all.
know, I was gonna say, like, there's few people I'd admit that to, but yeah,
Mhm.
like, I
I mean,
found
it's so
him.
weird because I've never been attracted to him at all,
No, and
ever.
he's like an old dude in this movie, but I don't know,
Uh-huh.
he's
But he
got it
was
going
rocking
on.
it. I was like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know what it
jaded
is.
superhero.
I know, I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I more attracted to you now as this like grizzled old dude as opposed to when he was in like Rambo, in his
Yeah.
prime? But it's
Yeah. I
something, I
don't
don't know, he
know.
kept in shape, so good for him.
He
Like,
did. He did.
and I think it was also the attitude too. He had that sort of grumpy, gruff, moody, like he can like still kick anyone's ass because he's got like all these powers. But
All the power.
I really like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess quick recap of the movie. It's basically about this two superhero twins, like one good, one bad, and they fight, and the world thinks both of them died. But one of them lived, and this little boy, who is also a main character in the movie, just sort of like idolizes Samaritan, who's
Samaritan.
the
Yeah.
good superhero, and finds out that Sylvester Stallone, who's his neighbor, is actually Samaritan, and they kind of form like this friendship, and then the boy gets in trouble with this like gang sort of thing, and the gang leader worships Nemesis, who's the bad brother, and
Mm-hmm. Of the
yeah,
two, yeah.
yeah, and then the boy ends up getting kidnapped, and Samaritan, who's resisted fighting or helping or anything, basically goes to save the little boy, and we learn that it's not actually Samaritan, it's Nemesis who has
Best
survived.
scene ever when the punk kid who had idolized Nemesis is trying to smash the Samaritan with a hammer, and he says something about like something about
Good
being a
guy.
good guy. He's like,
Yeah.
"Why do you assume I was the good one?" Because him
Yeah.
and his
He's like,
brother were twins, and it's like in that moment you go, "Oh my god, he's the
he's
bad twin.
Nemesis.
He's Nemesis."
I
And then
know.
everything just kind of slots into place for you. You're just like, "Oh," you know?
It was
And then
such a good scene. Yeah, like
mhm.
the gang leader dude's like, "Come on, good guy, something good guy," and then he like Nemesis slash Samaritan just grabs this hammer, which is the only thing that can hurt him. He's like, "You keep calling me the good guy. I'm not the good guy." Like, oh,
And then you
chills,
realize
just
that's
chills.
his freaking hammer. He's the one
Yeah,
that forged that hammer that the guy's trying to, take
yeah.
him down with. And then once he gets that hammer back in his hand, oh my gosh, he kicks so much butt. And unlike Batman, he has no
He
mercy. Like
killed
the
him.
one kid is like, please, please, like the punk guy is
Yeah.
begging at the end after he's tried to kill him a bunch of times. Then he's like, nope. And not Samaritan, Nemesis the real nemesis, just kills him, and you're like, yes, just
You're
kill
like,
the
that's how
villains.
it should be.
You know, freaking
I
Batman
know
sends them to Arkham, and all they do is break out and kill more
yeah.
people, and then he sends them
We've
back, and
always
then they
had that
break out.
issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
even like his kids, even his kids. I mean, we loved Batman, but we were like, just kill the Joker. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Stop
I love
sending him
Batman. If
away.
there's a Batman movie, I will watch it, but I
Oh, me
am
too. Yeah.
definitely more of a Catwoman when it comes to
Yeah, I'm
morality
gonna
as far as getting rid of
yeah.
villains.
Yeah,
Just like,
let's like, kick the psycho serial killer off the roof instead of sending him to Arkham where he is just going to escape again. Like let's
yeah, makes no
yeah.
sense.
And that's what Nemesis does. He's just like, no, bye-bye. You're gone.
Mhm. So it endears him to us even further.
It
The fact that he's just
does.
like, no, I'm taking out the trash.
Yeah, exactly. And and I loved it as a sort of a superhero slash superhuman movie because it was so different. Like I'm so we get so much Marvel and you
Mm-hmm.
know everything like what was like oh I guess Eternals is Marvel. It was just bringing up Eternals because I really couldn't stand that movie, but
Ah.
yeah, to have a more like gritty sort of superhero movie where
Like an
it's just like
anti-superhero.
yeah,
It's
like an
kind of cool.
anti-hero superhero and you just thinking like,
Yeah.
oh,
One of my favorite superheroes was from Unbreakable.
the what Bruce Willis?
Yes, Bruce Willis in The
Mhm.
Unbreakable. And I just love the pacing of that movie and how it like reveals. And so it was nice seeing an older, not
Grizzled.
super, yeah,
Yeah.
superhero, kind of like in Unbreakable. Like it was nice. It was a
It
nice
was
change of
it was
pace.
I liked it. And I liked even though he was, he didn't really want to help and had given up the life. Although you find out he is Nemesis, so that sort of brings a new perspective on it. But you never like because like sometimes you watch it and you see like superheroes that are like, oh, I'm out of the game, and you just kind of roll your eyes. And you're like, get over it, get back in the game. But I don't know, Sylvester Stallone, he just sold his
He
character as
sold it.
someone who was just he did yeah, like he was just he's over it, he's done, he's tired, he had to fight his brother died, he just like that was his reason for walking away, which actually was like it would probably have been Samaritan's reason for walking away, and it was Nemesis's reason for walking away. So
Yeah, I like that Samaritan had the chance to kill his brother, to kill
mhm.
Nemesis, and he throws down the hammer and he walks away because he's not going to kill his brother, And then he
Yeah.
ends up being the one that dies. And
I
it's just,
know.
I love that that was a turning point for Nemesis,
Mhm. Yeah, like
being
he's not gonna
spared
be
and
this
then, yeah.
yeah. And kind of like I'm not gonna be this villain anymore, even though I don't know how much of a villain he was, just more of like a bad guy. He's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be this bad guy anymore, but he's not necessarily gonna take up Samaritan's mantle and help people either. He's just
Yeah.
sort of done with everything until this little boy who I thought he did a great job. I loved the little boy.
He was adorable.
He was so great. Like he did like this. He's like what you think of. Like sometimes you watch movies and they'll try to make like a punk kid, like super, precocious and all this sort of stuff, and it just doesn't turn out well. But he did it so well. Like he was so endearing and yet still like snarky and sarcastic, and I really liked his character a lot.
Yeah. I think the last time I liked a kid character was in the original Terminator movies.
John Connor.
John Connor. Yeah, not
Yeah.
all the new ones and remakes, but the first Terminator.
Terminator
Is it the
2.
first or the second one with the
It's
I
the
think the
second
second one with the
Terminator
liquid
2.
guy.
Yeah, where the Terminator's like Schwarzenegger is actually protecting him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
that relationship between Schwarzenegger and John Connor in the
So
second
did
Terminator.
I.
I just
It was
kind
like
of
the
like
heart of
that
the
in this. Huh?
It kind of is, yeah. Kind of is. Because it's the
Yeah.
same kind of like this street smart kid who can take care of himself but also can't,
Mhm.
And they're
Gets
a little
paired up with this
hardened, but
muscle.
Yeah, but they still like this like heart of gold, you know, like John Connor being like, you can't just kill people, you know, even if it saves the world. And then this little boy being like, we've got to try to save the world, even if it puts us in danger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just really great kid characters, which you do not get a lot of, especially in movies like this. Like sometimes the kid is just, I'm just like, can the kid get off the screen, please, so I can like
Oh,
try
yeah,
to enjoy
sometimes
this
they're so
movie?
annoying. Yeah.
But this one, I was like, I like the kid. When he's on screen, I think the story almost moves faster. So I was really happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I was really really sold by Sylvester Stallone as someone who's not a Stallone girl. I
Yeah,
was sold.
never been a Stallone girl either. And so
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what it's just the right kind of mix. So I was like, all
yeah,
right. Well,
it just worked for me. I think it's a great superhero movie. It's a great movie if you have just like an hour and a half of your day, you don't know what to do with it. Like, give it a shot because I was entertained the whole time.
yeah, it was like you know, normally I can kind of predict what's going to happen in a movie. That's the writer's
Hmm.
brain.
Yeah.
But it was like the sixth sense for me when he revealed that he was Nemesis. Like, I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I don't know if I should have, but I didn't see it coming. So when it happened, I was like so shocked and then so
Yeah.
excited because then he like
Yeah.
turns into even more of a badass and he kicks so much butt. And you're just
Yeah,
like, yeah, that's a villain fighting, like
I was happy about it. I
I
think
got behind it.
I did too. I was like, okay, I dig this. I love it. And I know I've
Mhm.
talked to some like people who've seen it and they said they predicted it. So
Yeah,
but no one
I've
in my
talked to
family
people too,
did.
and they were like, "Oh, it was so obvious." And I'm like, "Normally, I'm really good at that. Maybe I was just too into the film."
Yeah, I might have been just like too into the characters and the story. And I thought for me I just thought that, oh, it's Samaritan, and because he had to kill his
Because his
brother or
brother
his brother
died, that's
died.
why. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he
it made
just sort of.
logical sense to me that he was Samaritan because of
Me too.
the brother
Like a
dying
Dean
and everything.
Winchester after he'd have to like kill, an evil Sam or something like
Yeah,
that. So
exactly,
yeah, he
exactly, like the
just
Winchesters.
becomes a hermit and doesn't want to act with people. And like, what did he? Yeah, I think he even called himself. Did he call himself a caveman? He called himself a caveman. Caveman. I just
Maybe
want to
that's
live
the
in the
part of us
cave.
that is introverted and like cave women ourselves that we're like, I
Yeah,
like this character.
I want a brave man. I want a caveman. Yeah, it's sort of like. Yeah, that not wanting to go out and interact with people some days. We
Yeah.
are cave women. But yeah, no, I really liked it. I did. I think it's one of, for me, like probably one of my favorite movies I've seen recently.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And it
Mhm.
was a sleeper for me. It was kind of like Shawshank Redemption where I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't really see any previews. I just kind of
Yeah.
stumbled upon it and then I was like, "Oh, happily surprised," which was really
Yeah,
nice.
I know. I think I saw like one preview for it during like a football game or something. And I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, okay, I'll watch that. Why not? I'll give it a go." But I liked it so much it made me wish I'd seen it in like the on the big screen in the theater because I was like, "Ooh, that would have been great there."
Oh yeah, me too.
But yeah, so I think we should wrap it up because I think we've talked about everything we've loved about it.
Yeah.
I
Overall, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. I'd
10
say
yeah,
it was
10
a
out of
fun
10. Like 10
ride.
out of 10 for me. I would do,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure 10 out of 10. There's not much I didn't like about it. I would talk about it if there
Me
were things that
either,
I
I
didn't
was
like.
surprised when the people I talked to didn't like it. I was like, "Well, shoot, it was a fun ride for me."
It was a fun ride for me too. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 9.5. I 9.5 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Yeah.
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 Well, thank you all for joining us on our Awkward Aquarians review.
Samaritan, go watch it. I think it's worth it.
Leave a comment below on what you thought of it, and we
Yeah,
will
tell
catch
us
you
if
next
you saw
time.
it. Tell us if you loved it as much as we did, because
Yeah.
it was good. All right. So thank you guys. Till
Thank
next
you.
time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.